Venom Movie Review.
Alright, this is what a Marvel movie would look like if it took the concept of Upgrade and just completely stole it. Venom! So Venom is a very anticipated movie. This movie's been talked about for probably over a year or two since it's been talked about, and you probably heard all the news about how this movie had a lot chopped from it, and it went to a PG-13 rating from a rated R, and when you watch this movie, it's clear as day. There were so many scenes where you're like, that could have been bloody. But let's get into the positives before I get into the negatives. Positives for this movie is, Tom Hardy is pretty decent. Sometimes he says things weird and you can't understand him sometimes. He'll say Dan, but it sounds like he's saying dad. He just talks weird, but good acting. And the bad guy, he does a pretty good job, but he's not intimidating. There's your negative. Not an intimidating bad guy, but he's pretty good. There are some comical moments in this movie because it is a Marvel movie, and Marvel doesn't know how to make up its mind with tones. It has a couple of decent funny moments. But other than that, yeah, really nothing else. It's just the acting was good, it was shot well, it paced decently, but then it felt like at the end it started to drag a little bit, and it just had a lot of cliche moments, and those are going to be my negatives. So let's get into those. This movie has the concept of Upgrade, which is a very good movie, and it completely takes that concept and inserts it into Venom. I saw Spider-Man 3, and Venom never talked to you. But in this movie, Venom talks to you. He's inside your brain. I don't think that's a spoiler. It's in the trailer.
Eddie.
You're not real. You were just in my head.
I'm gonna need Mr. Drake's property back.
I don't know. Why would we do that?
But he talks to you, he tries to tell you what to do, and he's, eating you alive, basically, so you have to listen to him. It's basically Upgrade meets Marvel. And then you got the cliche bad guy who just wants to, he can do whatever the hell he wants because he's so powerful that he can just kill people, like test subjects, like guinea pigs, and get away with it because everyone's too scared to open their mouth. And it's like very unrealistic how much this guy gets away with. And the tone for this movie, this is like a very tone-deaf movie. It doesn't even know what it wants to be. It's just like, this movie was a roller coaster of like tones. Like you'd be like laughing or just smiling one moment, and all of a sudden the tone would just completely change to like serious. It would just be like dark, and the bad guy went into the screen, he'd be doing some evil shit. And then all of a sudden you'd be laughing again. That's what Marvel movies are. They just keep going, just make up your mind. And then they take the badass Venom, probably the most badass villain in the entire Marvel universe, and they insert this idea that Venom in his universe is actually just a big fat dork. Is that a spoiler? I don't know. It's not a main plot point. It's not a plot device. It's not important. It's just that Venom is attached to Tom Hardy. We know this, but apparently Venom's just a dork, right? In his universe. I really hated that concept. It's like, really? Venom's just a pussy in his universe, but in this universe he's awesome. I hated it. I guess you can say this movie is just like a cheesy, take your brain out and just enjoy it as a Marvel movie. This is just a Marvel movie. I swear to God, Marvel has their own genre of movies now. It's not comedy, it's not action, suspense, it's just Marvel. And then just like a Marvel movie, they're too scared to actually kill off anybody that's actually a main character. There's no seriousness. You don't think anyone's gonna die, and you know no one's gonna die, not even Venom, okay? If they make you think he's dead, he's not dead, okay? It's just what they do. They never kill anybody. There's no gravitas, there's nothing. You're just like, yep, they're all gonna survive, so why am I wasting my time? Because I already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna save the day, and they're gonna go home and eat Cheerios, right? And then it has that stupid cliche moment where like bad guys, they want to kill Tom Hardy, but instead of just putting a bullet in the head, they just go, well, let's go for a walk through the woods, and eventually we'll kill you. Once we feel like we've hit a good spot in the woods, then we'll kill you. Because movies. I don't know why movies do that. It's like in real life, they would just fucking kill him. You've already killed dozens of human patients in this place illegally, and now you don't want to kill Tom Hardy in there? You want to take him to a special spot in the woods to do it? Just stop wasting our time and try to fucking kill him. It takes like 40 to 45 minutes for Venom to finally attach itself to Tom Hardy. So in case you're wondering when you walk into this how long it's going to take, about 40 minutes at least. Then you got the cliche bad guy motivation of the Earth is dying, we're parasites, so I gotta go find somewhere else on some other galaxy and become a Venom myself because I need Venom or some sort of, what do they call him? Whatever, I don't give a shit. The Venom inside me so I can survive in this other planet that no one else seems to know about. And all these test subjects of his are dying left and right, but as soon as one attaches itself to Tom Hardy or the bad guy, it's perfectly fine. And then there's the very first infected person at the beginning of the movie in like East Malaysia. It takes this fucking Venom 6 months to figure out how to take a plane to America. 6 months? Really? Why? And after seeing everything Venom can do from high jumping and shit, Why didn't he just fuck this Venom, just make it over in 1 month or 1 day? They could have. It took this fucker 6 months just to make it to San Francisco. This movie could have been just a little bit better if it was rated R, because there was so much stuff in this movie where you're like, yeah, that definitely was what they cut out. People's heads being ripped off, eaten off, sliced, no blood whatsoever, nothing. So therefore, it's like unrealistic in that aspect. When you watch the movie, you're like, alright, so apparently humans don't have blood inside them. And then, like, this bad guy organization wants to capture Tom Hardy because he has Venom inside him, and they don't do anything to be discreet about it. It's like, if your organization is under, like, they have rumors, and, you know, you gotta be quiet because you don't want to get in trouble, but they're sending like there's dozens of drones that like self-destruct in the middle of San Francisco, destroying cars left and right, just trying to get Tom Hardy, and they don't want to kill him, but they're still trying to blow him up. It's like just logical errors. It's like, well, how are you gonna explain this one? Your drone's blowing up, buddy. How are you going to explain that to the press? You're going to pass it off as fake news? Yeah, good luck with that. Those weren't my drones. Those were somebody else's drones. I feel like they could have hired a more intimidating bad guy. This guy was not intimidating, but he was a good actor. But him against Tom Hardy? Yeah, it's not going to work. Tom Hardy's going to kick your ass. And then a very personal negative for me, and this is just personal, a Mr. Hat negative, because it personally is bad to me, because I can't stand this person, is that this movie has an Eminem soundtrack. Yeah, fuck that. I'm more of a Hobson guy myself. I don't like him. But that doesn't mean I want you spamming my comment sections with, fuck you, Slim Shady's great. Yeah, not since 2000. But yeah, my biggest problem with this movie is just like, it's just the same thing. Every Marvel movie, I don't like Marvel movies. So I'm not gonna review any other Marvel movies, really. I just wanted to see this just to check it out. But they're all just the same movie. It's just like, the good guy has to stop the bad guy who has the cliche explanation of global warming's taking over, so we gotta go somewhere else. And I'm an evil bastard and I can get away with anything I want. And you're gonna stop me at the very last second. And you have a love interest who broke up with you because you're an asshole. But now you've made up and you've had some character development. And you still love her, and she's going to get back to you at some point. And Venom's not going to die because Marvel doesn't kill bad guys, bad guys sometimes, but they never kill good guys. They always live on to see another day. So I don't know why anybody ever cried at the end of Avengers Infinity War, because you know they're all going to come back. The only positives I can give this movie is, like I said, the acting. I mean, Tom Hardy's good. I mean, it was shot well. The pacing was okay, but then, like I said, it did drag a little bit towards the end, where it's like, okay, I get it. Yeah, come on, just fucking kill him. It did have a slow build at the beginning, like I said, and then it was trying to like display and showcase Tom Hardy as a character going through his relationship, and then losing his job and losing his girl, and then slowly becoming Venom. And then even the action we get, like every Marvel movie has that third act, you know, that's the thing you look forward to. It's like the third act, what's the big monster versus monster or hero versus villain battle? And this battle probably lasts about 2 minutes, but it's intercut with other things, so it kind of cuts away. And it's just not, it's kind of lackluster. It's nothing you haven't seen before. It's a big old CGI fest, basically. So basically, I'm just not a fan of Marvel movies or DC comic movies. So yeah, this isn't your channel. Sorry, I just don't like these movies. It was okay, it was bad fun, kind of just like to sit back, relax, don't really think about much. Just kind of just let all the stupid shit hit you in the face and take your brain outside the side. I guess I didn't like this movie because I love Upgrade, and I felt like this movie just ripped that movie off. Even though that movie did just come out like, what, 6 months ago or 4 months ago? I don't know who beat them to the punch, who wrote what movie first, but I think Upgrade did it 10,000 times better. But I'm not going to say this movie is a total piece of shit. I mean, if you want to go see it, go see it. You're probably going to love it, alright? Everybody's different, so don't hate me. But when it comes to Venom, I just recommend that you save your money and go rent it at Redbox. And those are my thoughts on Venom 2018. What did you think about this movie? Do you think it's the best Marvel movie? Is Venom your favorite villain of all? Do you prefer the Topher Grace version of this character like I do? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, if you enjoyed this review at all, just remember that you can see more by clicking my cartoon face in 5 seconds, and until next time, Auf Wiedersehen.